Shalom. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Okay, Shalom to the one-third Israelites, Zechariah 13:8, which are your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as bloodline, who are still oppressed together according to the book of Jeremiah 50:33, but to whom sleepe belong the adoption, the glory, the covenants, the giving of the law, the service of God, and the promises, according to the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 4. Ecclesiastes 10:7, I have seen servants upon horses and princes working as servants upon earth. KJV 16:11. Okay, this, like the title says, quick hit, you should read the law on the Sabbath day. Okay? Before we go into the two scriptures that I have always in my notes also, because the scripture says, prove anything you say, right? And if someone asks you why you reading the law on the Sabbath, then you can answer, because it was our culture and it was common, okay, for, the prophets, the apostles are back in the reincarnation. So basically we did that, okay, and this is Acts 15:21. For Moses of all time had in every city them that preach him, being read in the synagogues every Sabbath day. Okay, first verse. Second verse, Luke 4:16, and he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day. Okay, so here we have the Sabbath day again, and stood up for to read. Okay, then you have, other interesting facts in the Bible, where the one dude, okay, I don't know his name, if you know it, you can post it in the comment board. I was reading it a long time not, the chapter, but there was a dude who fell from the window, right, when Paul, I believe, was reading, okay. What I mean with this is, it was not just custom, but you can actually say it is for you to, a must for you, okay. For example, you have the king law, okay. A king, I believe, has to write it down, okay, in this period of time, once, so he will not forget it, right? But as it goes for you and me, okay, okay, I can't say in the law there's, I can say to you, oh, look, in the law there it says you have to read the law on the Sabbath day at least a half hour. Okay, I can say that to you, but what I can say is that it was a custom, at least when it comes to Israel, okay, which we try to look at the ancient ways, like the scripture says, okay, we try to remember them, and one of those ancient ways was to read the law on the Sabbath day, okay. And then you have the Ish people, okay. You have them having a plan how many chapter and what exact chapter you read, okay. But their calendar goes off, so you can, I myself made it like this, okay. I go also, here I have that list, but it's basically German, okay. But you have also a little bit of the prophets that basically fits to the chapters that you was reading in the law on the Sabbath day, right? And since I wasn't really sure about what prophet what chapter in what prophetic book, one of the prophets, of the books we have. Since I wasn't really sure what to read, I knew, okay, first I said to myself, I read 7 chapters at least every Sabbath day in the law, right? Of course, in a row. For example, I started in Deuteronomy, which is the third book of Moses, chapter 10. Then I read all the way to chapter 17. Sometimes I read more, of course, but you know what I mean. Okay, at least. And first I made it like this, but then, like I said, since I wasn't really sure what prophet should I read that really fits to that, because really it makes sense to read a prophet that that basically fits to the law that you was reading, to the topic, right? And then I actually looked at the Ish people's style, how they do it, and then I actually said to myself, okay, I try to basically do it like this, but without confusion. Okay, without confusion. I don't write down these names, and here I have to study that a little bit more, but at least I read the like they call it Haftarot, okay, Haftarot in the German tongue, the chapters of the prophet that you read, that fits the topic, okay. So really I do a mix of both, okay, because sometimes I read even more than it's mentioned here in this issue list, right? So really, when I stop then, okay, then I don't repeat it on the next Sabbath day. So really, I do a mix of both, because their calendar goes off. Okay, if you don't know, we go with the moon, okay, and they have another calendar which goes off. Okay, so that's why I am careful what I say here. Okay, with these lists here. They have even 2 lists on these pictures that I screenshotted here. Okay, which one is the Ashkenazim, and the other is the Sephardim, or how you call it, right? So they have even different lists, depending on what specific group you are in the Ish people's nonsense doctrine, right? See? The small heads, right? They have different groups in between, right? So that's why they have 2 lists here. But basically, it's somewhat near to each other, as you can see. Okay, but again, it's German, so you will not understand really. The words on the left are not German, of course, but you can look that up and you can do it like me, or you can have your own style doing that, but you should read the law like I told you. I told you the scriptures, I have them here straight out of the King James Version Masoretic text, okay, which the whole idea of of the Ish people has to do with the Masoretic text, having these lists and things like that. But like I said, okay, you have to study that on your own, and also you have to be careful what exactly you, do and say, when it comes to the Ish people's stuff, right? So again, I just use the lists for me to know what prophet should I read, And yeah, that was basically the point, really that's a quick hit lesson. And yeah, you will see, trust me, okay, not me, trust Yahweh Shem Shai and his, and his sayings, and his, words, because, you will feel better on the Sabbath day. You will feel more connected to Yahweh Shem Shai if you read his law on the Sabbath day, man, okay, because you will you know, it's like remember there's a scripture going into the fact that, you know, the whole duty of man is to keep the statutes and commandments, right? And it doesn't matter what you do day to day, or, you know, it doesn't matter what you do in your life daily, you will always remember what you was reading in the law. Okay, for example, I give you actually an example because I can. Last time I was reading about people having, you know, something in a little dot in their eye, you know, or having, you know, or their eggs, you know, their semen is, you know, their eggs are destroyed, you know, and things like that. And I saw actually at a coffee shop where I was, I saw a man having a little ding in his eye, right? And you know what I mean, okay? Details that you never had in your mind, man. Okay, that's why we need to repeat the law. Okay, of course it talks about, you know, you know, the Levites will be always some kind of like more into it. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to read the law at all. You know, or you don't have to read the law because you can ask a Levite, right? No, that's not the case, man. Okay, because the law is for everybody, you know. But the Levites will possibly, okay, will be a little bit more into because they may be, you know, you know, like I don't know what it is, but you know, like I said, man, the Levites are most likely more into it. But you know, Yahweh Baruch Shem knows, okay. Can man, okay. Details in the law that you almost forgot, you know, because it's, you know, remember, it's a lot of laws, man, okay. And through you repeating it, you feel actually better, you know, you feel more stable. And remember, in the kingdom, you know, it will all be according to the law. So how beautiful it is to read it every Sabbath day, man. Okay, and it's really not much. Okay, you don't even have to read 7 chapters like I try to do it, or I do it. Okay, like I said. Okay, but at least, you know, a bit, and, you know, in a row, and then you will not be confused. You know, it's like you read in Exodus, okay, in the 2nd book of Moses, okay, and then next Sabbath day you read all of a sudden in Deuteronomy in the 5th book of Moses, okay, and then you will be confused because you was like, okay, why, you know, this and that. But really, you should have at least a row where you say, okay, I stopped here and I continue there, okay. That's the least, okay. You know, and not just one chapter, okay. That would be nonsense also, okay. What is one chapter really, okay? You know what I mean, okay. Don't be over righteous and don't be overly wicked, okay. I will post a couple scriptures in the description box for you to see. And with that, I say shalom and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Okay, and we have a brother from Holland doing a lot of videos on the law, and I wanted to check out today if he is going by these lists or if he got his own style also. Okay, because I like to listen to that, because I believe even he is a Levite, or he says he's a Levite. I don't know, but I actually I think he said that, yeah. Can't. So with that, all praises to Yahweh, you know, because really you know, some brothers think they are from this tribe and that tribe, you know. Really, we will see, right? But well, for some brothers it's even right, you know, they had it right. So shalom and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Okay.